So I played the local tournament. I mean, it's a private game, but it's North Jersey. It's about the same 50 to 70 people that show up. There's a lot of games. Anyway, I've been playing Borgata or Parks. Taking the long trips, playing the bigger tournaments, and since August I hadn't cashed. And I'm going to Vegas between Thanksgiving and December for about a week for the WPT again, and I hadn't cashed. The last time I cashed was like the Borgata Summer Open in late August. So it's been a while. So this week I decided, you know, back to square one. Try to fix some leaks. I picked up Harrington's tournament book again. I got through about the first 100 pages. So my plan last night was to fix my bet sizing. I feel like I was been trying to play small ball, and that just doesn't work for me. Different things work for different people. So that was one of the things I wanted to like. I wanted to make sure that my bet sizing was full size pots to at least half the pot. And also, just stick with the my usual play of play any pairs, play any suited connected cards, pretty much from anywhere unless somebody goes all in, pre-flop or and play like more hands in a way, but be patient and be selective. Playing those top 15% of hands, or 15 to 20% of hands, and also to bet more or three bet if I had to, pre-flop, and just to work on those couple of things and see how it would work out. And but so long story short, I ended up finishing second in the tournament. We went heads up, and I lost a heads up match to Artie. I mean, this is the first time I think I remember in a live heads up match that I've lost and finished second. But you don't get into too many of those situations that often. Even if you make final table, there's a lot of times there's pressure to chop, or you're not finishing heads up. And I've won my last 6, 7, or 8 heads up matches over the last 10 years in person, live, not online, which I don't play too much online, but that's a little bit more of what happened. So it was an amazing night in the sense that I got pocket sevens, not always the same suit, but just pocket sevens 10 or 11 times. Tournament started at 7:30, finished about 1:30. Tournament was concluded. But it was amazing. It was like I was getting this hand all the time. One of the first round of blinds, I get it in late position. There was a limper, and it came to me. I was near the button. I bet close to pot size bet, and they all folded. So that was good. And then a little bit later, blinds might have been 200, 400, and I was in the big blind. There was a limper under the gun. There was a limper from the button. Small blind calls, and I have pocket sevens again. I decide I'll check it back, see what goes on, because I'm not in a great position and it's early. I want to get a feel for it. So flop comes out 2, 6, 7. I flop top set, and I donk bet into this. The small blind checks, and I bet almost pot size, maybe a little bit less. I think they might have been like 1,600. I bet 1,400. So under the gun calls me, and the other two go away. And the turn comes out the 9 of spades. Again, big size bet, pot size bet. I I don't like the texture as much, but this is pretty good. The under the gun guy, I don't know what he has, so I bet another I believe like 4K or so, 4 to 6K. He calls again, so the river comes out, queen. I mean, I'm not worried about anything here, unless he had 5-8, but he had Limpton under the gun, so I'm not putting him on 5-8. So I put in big size bet, like 15, 16K. I don't know how much he had, but it's close to his stack size, and he goes into a tank. And he's mouthing off. He's saying what he's thinking out loud. He's like, did he have 8-10 and bank the 9? I'm like, oh boy. Like, does he have 5-8? Then he goes, does he have a set? I'm like, all right. So that sounds good to me, because if he thinks he can't beat a set, then I should be good. So he dismissed that idea pretty quickly, and he throws in all his chips, and I just quickly turn over my pocket sevens. He's like, and he just screams, rebuy. So I had a very nice pot to start the tournament. So I was getting a lot of playable hands, so it was a good game. And I was also playing, just nice, free, and easy. I doubled up like 5 guys throughout the day, but also, doubled up a few times, aggressive when I had to. I would call like ace-9 of diamonds, and, there's an all-in, and, about 10 big blinds or so, or less. I would call that. And then if I got aggressive and I raised and I got shoved on, I called. And so this went on for the whole night. It was just a fun night. It's, that's the style I like to play. And it helps that if I get a stack early, that's how I play. I'm super comfortable playing with a bigger stack and just splashing around, but good hands. So again, it's probably the 5th time I got pocket sevens. Most of them held up, not all of them, but I raise from late position, and I get shoved on by a guy who had maybe 10, 11 big blinds, but he tanked for a long time. And I was shocked at what he turns over after tanking for so long. He puts it all in, and he turns over ace king. I turn over my sevens. I say fair fight. Flop comes out 10, 10, 7. I flopped a boat, and he wasn't drawing dead, but ran out clean for me, and I scooped up another nice pot. So we were down to final 2 tables, and of course, my chip stack, I was starting to get a little bit in trouble. Not in trouble, but I was getting to be one of the smaller stacks. Not super small. I never let myself get there. But one of the guys that had doubled up, he's a really good player, but too tight. He always has a good hand, and he gets involved. So I get pocket sixes, and I shove, and he snap calls me. I think he might have been the big blind or the button. So he turns over his pocket queens. I turn over my sixes. Not shocked that this is the hand he has. So flop comes out, king 7-5. I start to get up at this point because even the runner heart, he has the higher heart. The turn is a 9 of hearts. So flush draw comes out. Takes away one of my outs, and I'm already up. I'm like, oh, now I slow down. I'm like, oh, 8. I call out for an 8, and I hit the 8 for the straight, and I scooped up a pretty good pot. When I had doubled him up, he tells me when I had doubled him up, he only had about 90K, but this time I had about 250 or so. So I thought he said I owed him 140, even if we ended up both doubling each other up. So So eventually make the final table, and we're down to. We paid the whole final table. We took the top five were getting paid. These tournaments are, they're reasonable. It's like $120 buy-in, and then people can rebuy the first couple of hours. There's a $50 add-on. You get 50K in chips. You start with 35K and you get 50K for the add-on. So no matter what you have to do it. I think at the time when the rebuy was over, I had like 120K, 130K, but you still have to do the rebuy because everybody else is doing it. Otherwise, you're even chipped. So anyway, we got down to 5-4. Those guys wanted to chop. I said, look, I don't want to be a jerk. I don't want to be booed out of the building. I don't like to chop. But if everybody wants to chop, I'm okay with it. I'll go along with things. They're like, oh, if you don't like to chop, we'll just play. So forehanded, very first hand, right after we had that discussion, I was the big blind. Small blind shoves on me. I look up two kings. I call it, turn him over. He's already getting up to walk away. He had 3 queen of spades. He was just shoving, from the small blind. So the smaller stack guy, the other in third place, the two of us, me and the guy that had doubled each other up earlier, the really good player, tighter player, but good. The smaller stack guy shoves, and he's surprised that I called him. I call it like, oh boy. He turns over pocket threes. This was the 11th time I was dealt pocket sevens, turn over my pocket sevens. And he hits a 3 right in the window. He hits it, gets his head. He walks away with like almost $1 million in chips because he had about 450 or so. And I was still alive, but at this point, I was probably like the smaller stack from the 3, but all the 3 stacks were pretty even. And eventually, the other player, to my left, ends up getting knocked out. I think it was a race, ace queen versus ace something, or pocket pairs. It might have been ace 10 against ace queen, and the 10, luck box hit his 10. So that guy started running really hot. We got to heads up. He had me 2-1 and chip stack, close to that. He had like 65% of the chips. And he just kept getting cards. I didn't have anything playable. I mean, 7 king off was the best. And I liked the way he played in a way because he was just shoving. Just shove, fold. So the last hand, he shoves again. Of course, I like king, queen of spades. I love it. Like I say, I call. He turns over pocket jacks, king, queen. I say fair fight. It's, anybody can win this. Of course, he's ahead. And the board ran clean for him. And he was very excited to win. And I tell him, look, isn't it more fun to just play it out and win instead of just chopping? You play for 5 hours. And why not play the last half hour? And everybody's a winner already. And that's how it went.
Still stuff?
Yeah, flip them up. King, jack, 5.